Hello everybody, I'm Mo Lucas, your neighborhood mortgage dealer, and this is my partner.
My name is Nate Richards. I work with LPT. We help buyers get into home for as little money as possible down.
And this is our client, Jason. Move-in day.
Yes.
Jason.
Moving into stuff.
That's right. Jason took advantage of some of the programs that we had available, and he was able to acquire a multifamily for his very first property. Okay, so he was able to leverage a strategy that we use to help people get into real estate investing while simultaneously acquiring their first home as their primary. So Jason, it's move-in day.
Yes.
How you feel, brother?
I'm so excited, extremely excited, able to attain this investment for my family, but at the same time, plant some roots, get this home. I'm beyond excited. Excited is not even the word, to be honest with you.
Good deal. It's beautiful in here too, man.
Yeah.
Some wonderful lighting.
Brand new. You got brand new floors, recessed lighting. I mean,
yeah.
What more could you ask for?
Yeah. I'll just say that even coming into this experience, I was determined on finding a duplex or a multifamily home. At first, I didn't even know how possible it was. When I first talked to Mo originally, however many months ago it was, I didn't even know how possible it was until we sat down and kind of went through the numbers, actually looked at what was actually on the market. And then figured out with the plan that we can actually make this a possibility. So I'm glad about that.
Good deal. And what we utilize for this property, as well as what anyone else could utilize as far as a strategy, is the FHA program allows for a home buyer to buy up to a 4-unit property and occupy one of the units and take advantage of the 3.5% down for program. All right, which is what Jason utilized here, and we incorporated that with some down payment assistance from the city of Detroit, which made this possible for you to bring how much to the closing table?
To be exact,
cash at close, at signing.
Cash at close was $0. I don't think I brought anything to the
boom.
Out of pocket.
Zero money down. That does not mean that no money was invested into the situation, because you do have to put a deposit on your property, and you do have to pay for an inspection and that sort of thing. But the cash that was needed to close this deal at the closing table was $0 out of Jason's pocket.
Yes.
You were working with Nate with, in regards to finding a property. You kind of went through that a little bit, and this is the second go round. We'll circle back to that, but why don't you guys talk a little bit about what that experience was like?
First, before Nate even say anything, I just want to say I didn't even know, we were searching all over the city of Detroit for so long just to find a 2-family home. Like I was saying, I was very determined on really getting a multifamily property that we were able to go through the plan and get through the deal and make it a possibility, until I sat down and talked with Nate, and Nate was working, I don't say tirelessly, but he was on top of it, and he found a lot of beautiful homes. This was one of them, and we were able to make it happen with this. So it was good.
And I mean, not only that, we were looking at a couple properties. We found a couple duplexes that were really not even up to your par and not as beautiful as this one we ended up finding.
Yes.
You were going to settle for a single family, 4-bedroom.
Right.
Yeah, thought about it.
Then we made one more showing. We found this property. It's been on the market for 60 days, I think, if not longer than that.
Thank you, yeah.
We were able to get some seller concessions too, in addition to the city money. So, I mean, that helped Jason go to the closing table for, like he said, $0 down.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So not only was he able to come to the closing table with $0 down, not only was he able to acquire a multi-family property that is completely renovated, by the way, brand new everything, for his very first property, he is able to leverage the income that he can generate from the second unit in this property to help him with his mortgage liability moving forward. All right, to keep his out-of-pocket expense as minimal as possible. You care to talk about that at all?
Yes. Like I said, this is beyond being a home for me planting roots. It's really an investment, you know, for my legacy, for my daughter, my baby girl, and being able to have that income, you know, that second income helps me to teach her so many lessons about investing in herself, helps her to have a job and things that, like, as far as being able to do property management and things like that. But even beyond that, being able to lower that cost on a monthly basis that I have to pay on the mortgage is amazing, just by having a second tenant or somebody there in the second unit, which is completely renovated like this one. Exactly.
That, and I mean, market rent for here, we can easily get $1,200 a month downstairs. And
Yeah.
I mean, what is your mortgage payment, if you don't mind sharing?
The mortgage payment is about $1,200 a month.
So I mean, you could live for free, go to the table with $0 out of pocket, and have the property that you're now living for free in while renting out the other side, all on an FHA loan.
Yep.
100%, and start generating, start building generational wealth for you and your family, because this is an appreciating asset that is going to appreciate in value over time, that the second unit, quite frankly, is paying for. I mean, it's a win-win situation. You get to become a first-time home buyer. You are able to become a first-time home owner in conjunction with a first-time landlord, all simultaneously. And it's very possible by leveraging our investment strategies in regards to acquiring a property with our zero down strategy. Not everybody qualifies for the zero down, but in most cases, we are able to strategically structure deals to where it is the most beneficial for you and your family.
Yeah.
Not only that, too, is I don't know if you guys know this, but last year, Michigan homes have appreciated on average 5%.
100%.
So, I mean,
100%.
building equity, all while living for free.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, over the past 10 years, this is a recent statistic that home values in the property of Detroit have increased by over $1 billion.
Yeah, $1 billion with a B.
Yes, that is a real statistic over the past decade that Detroit homeowners have been able to take advantage of and benefit from. And which point, you know, once your property does appreciate, you can leverage that equity to, quite frankly, rinse and repeat this whole process to build your portfolio.
Yes.
So, you know, all that being said, you know, I want to thank you, Jason, for giving us the opportunity to, you know, share this experience in your home, man, and enjoy this this move-in day with you, man. Give us an opportunity to kind of spread the word about what it is that we do in regards to helping people in the Detroit community and, you know, surrounding areas take advantage of the programs that are available to make homeownership possible. And also to highlight the benefits in home ownership, even if it's not a, you know, multifamily like you decided to take advantage of. Just making sure that you guys acquire something that will ultimately be an appreciating asset that will help you and your family's net worth grow over time.
And not only that, I mean, there's a lot of people out there, like in Jason's situation, that hear this program and say, oh, there's no way that can be true. But he took the chance. He allowed us to lead him in the direction to have the zero down at closing.
Yeah, and here we are.
Yeah.
You heard it from the horse's mouth, so to speak. This is a real life situation, a testimonial that I appreciate you giving us the opportunity to share with the world, Jason, man. So thank you, brother. Congratulations, man.
Yes.
Again.
It was a pleasure working with you.
Yes.
You know,
Found the property.
and if you guys would like to learn more about these programs and how you could take advantage of these programs, feel free to reach out to myself or Nate or even Jason for that matter. If you guys got any questions, and we'd be glad to help you guys take advantage and turn this into a reality for you.
Yeah, and if, I mean, you want to learn more, check out our webinar. We'll have Jason maybe try to hop on there and just talk about the experience with everybody and answer your guys' questions.
And we'll have a lot more information on the webinar in regards to what you could expect with the process, how to prepare yourself to become a homeowner if you're not currently prepared, what steps you would need to take to become home buyer ready. We will have tons of resources and information available for you guys to prepare yourselves to be the next testimonial.
See you there.